Morning. Thanks for having me. I believe, our goal is first and foremost to be on the blockchain, to offer as many games and as many interactive experiences as we can. This is a very evolving space. You have new games, new initiatives almost every day. What's going to work, we know what's going to work today, but after that, it's really a long-term strategy. So as part of that, if you really want to have a solid strategy and have a chance on the long run, I believe you need to have your own utility token, and this is what we're doing. So it comes with, on the one hand, as you've said, games, any type of game. We've already started with some city building games. We also have what is called non-fungible tokens, so think about collectible cards on the blockchain. And we keep working on those. We're going to make some more announcements next week about new NFTs, as they are called, non-fungible tokens. And at the same time, these tokens can be purchased with the Atari token. So this is really, an integrated move, I would say.
Fred, Dan Roberts here. Thanks for joining us. You mentioned the token as a utility token and more on the way. Let's get an update on the VCS console, which I know is going to incorporate blockchain, and you guys are really kind of pumping a whole ecosystem here, but I know the pandemic delayed that a little bit. I feel like for a few years, having covered cryptocurrencies, we've heard from a lot of gaming companies that, blockchain for games is the future, but we haven't really seen anything big come out of it yet. You guys expect to change that? Do you really see this as the future, or is it going to be kind of a combination of e-gaming, blockchain-based gaming, and still physical consoles as well? What's kind of the next frontier here?
I mean, I'm not sure about the console. I'm not sure about, the hardware will play a very significant part in all of this, but everything else, esports, collectible cards, think about, baseball cards on the blockchain, on the internet. All of these experiences, they will mature. If you look at the industry of video games 15 years ago, right, we were still doing games in boxes. Free-to-play was not even there, was just starting maybe in Korea. So we're still a very long way to go. I think at the same time, we have to follow, and we are kind of constrained by the existing limitations on the blockchain, the number of players, the number of concurrent users that you can have on the blockchain. You have many more blockchains coming as well. It's not only Ethereum, you have other types of platforms. At the end of the day, what makes it very interesting, very entertaining, so to say, is that you are sure about the result. You know how many baseball cards are out there. You can trade them very easily on the blockchain, and you'll see more and more interactive experiences. So it's going to be all of the above. What's going to work at the end of the day, you just have to be humble. But this is a space that I didn't want to ignore, because I believe that this is a space that has tremendous potential and long-term growth opportunities.
Yeah, and just to follow up on that, I mean, you mentioned the limitations of blockchain tech. We've heard about so many kind of pie-in-the-sky visions, but you guys can kind of only move as quickly as the technology moves and as the kind of general space progresses, right? And I would just ask if you're worried at all about the ease of use here. With a traditional video game console, it's pick up and play. It's simple, it's kind of self-intuitive. But when we talk about having people buy tokens and be able to use those tokens as in-game currency and that kind of next frontier, there's a little bit of a learning curve there for people, right?
I believe there's a learning curve, but also I believe that we've already found ways you can have the wrapped Bitcoin. So there are many, many ways to circumvent and to have fun without, within the limits of the system. But at the end of the day, we are all in this business because we believe that we're going to find solutions, and we're in the creative space. So we know that what it takes to do something, succeed, to do something, fail, and come back. I believe it's such a lot of fun being able to play on the blockchain that we know that this is going to work. And even if you were talking about the consoles, right? Compare PlayStation 1 to the last version of the PlayStation, they've made tremendous progress. So we know it's a technical issue, so it's easy, so to say, quote unquote, easy to solve, meaning that there are solutions. Just takes a little bit of time to get them implemented. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth the trip, it's worth the experience. And for us, it's definitely worth the effort of being able to, or trying to deliver something entertaining on the blockchain with the Atari token and the Atari brand.
Fred, it's been fascinating to see the evolution of Atari, going from sort of the original games that many people remember to looking at the entertainment space as a whole. You've got a number of hotels planned for opening in 2022. We've seen huge growth in this space during the pandemic, and I know 2022 is still a ways away, but I'm wondering how you see the growth opportunity, if you see it differently now in a post-pandemic world, given just the acceleration that we have seen in this space over the last several months?
Look, I think the pandemic has definitely changed a lot of, ideas and the facts that we thought were, taken forever or granted. So as far as we are concerned, I can't speak for anybody else, but as far as we are concerned, we're just very mindful. And I believe we acknowledge that, the world has definitely changed. You don't look at work in the office, retail experience, or traveling like before. And I think this is going to stay. This is one of the major health crises that that this generation has experienced. I believe that this is going to stay as a landmark event for not only for the year, but really for our generation. And you'd say, just like as you just said, post-COVID, before COVID, we used to do things differently, and now this has changed. So we're just very mindful. We were very happy on our end just to be online and mobile, so no physical distribution. We got hurt, because we have a lot of products that are sold at retail by our licensees, and retail is just not what it used to be pre-COVID. So yes, we got hurt, but at the same time, we've seen tremendous growth in the online and the digital sectors. So it's just like was being reshuffled big time, that's all. And we just have to deal with the reality.
And now doubling down on that digital effort here as well, but appreciate the time here. The CEO of Atari, Fred Chesnais, along with Yahoo Finance's Dan Roberts. Thanks to you both for coming on. Appreciate it.